For the first time this year, the Stars Championship Series OKN Stars are green down to turn number 1, and around goes Brandon Carr. The reigning champ is out off the start. Turned in turns 1 and 2. Just like that, the reigning champ is out, and the number 1 plate is off on the banking as a great start for Kieran Rogers in the number 5 into third here on the opening lap.
Wow, already mayhem and Brandon Carr out of this race early. Rogers there looked for the move on Diego Ramos, trying to get the work on Diego Ramos, not close enough. And Nicholas Terlecki, we knew he was quick all day yesterday. Up in a second, Ryan Raffa gets past Kieran Rogers.
Yeah, Ryan Raffa with a fantastic start. The Full Tilt Racing Ryan Perry Motorsport entry is up into 4th here. Then Kieran Rogers in 5th, under fire. Josh Holtz is through there on the number 22, Holtz DD Tony Kart. Move Holtz now into the top 5. Here comes Aiden Larenko down the inside on the 29. He'll take over that spot. And here comes Paulie Massimino to the inside of Rogers as well. He'll bring Caleb G with him as they start to make some hay up the grid.
Yeah, those are the 2 winners from yesterday's moto, and they're going to try to work their way past the 29 of Aiden Larenko. So a lot of work to do for the 2 of them, and they want to catch up to Peyton Phillips, who's currently in the lead. Purple with half a second back. There goes Massimino on the inside of Larenko, who gets all out of shape, and Caleb Gaffera able to get through. There goes the number 5 as well of Kieran Rogers clear.
Gaffera's close on Massimino. He might go by him soon because that's still competition between the pair. But for now, Caleb staying in tow as they head out of turn number 8. Let's check in with your leader, Peyton Phillips, Nick Terlecki, Diego Ramos, then Josh Holtz and Rafa.
Spoke to Josh Holtz before the race. He was telling me if I can keep my adrenaline high, then I will be able to make it all the 30 laps. It seems like he has it pretty high right now because he's in the 4th position and closing down to Diego Ramos and Nick Terlecki. Both of them on that. Oh, there goes Diego Ramos on the inside on the hairpin. Clear of Nick Terlecki. Ramos up to P2.
Yeah, just like that. Meanwhile, Ryan Raffa is under heavy fire from Paulie Massimino and Caleb Gaffera. They have just gotten around him, and now Phillips is slowing. Peyton Phillips out of the lead. The number 10 has a problem. The number 10 of Peyton Phillips slowing out into turn number 10, and your leader is out in this OKN Stars main. Diego Ramos inherits the top spot down to turns 1 and 2.
We've seen it all weekend long. Mechanical issues plaguing this class, and Peyton Phillips, unfortunately, the leader at the time, out of the race, and now it's Diego Ramos, the Brazilian.
So now it is Ramos, Terlecki, Holtz, and he's under fire for that 3rd spot. Josh Holtz has inherited 1 spot inside the top 3 as Terlecki closes in on Ramos. Massimino gets through on Josh Holtz there in turn 14. Gaffera about a car length back from Josh Holtz through turn number 8. Big run towards turn 10. Here he goes, ducking inside. And cleared. Caleb Gaffera up to 4th now here on the Leading Edge Motorsports Tony Kart. So
just under a second and a half for Paulie Massimino, who currently sits in that 3rd spot, and he's still closing down the gap to Nick Terlecki. So definitely, Paulie Massimino is going to be a factor here at the end of the race.
And we got to hope here that Massimino, as he gets there, he takes care of his tires. This lengthy main here, we've still got so much time left. Let's see Nick Terlecki, though, go to the lead in turn 14. Nick Terlecki leads down the front straightaway on the Holtz DD Tony Kart. Diego Ramos back to 2nd. That'll bring Massimino and Gaffera both a little bit closer. They get to gain about 4/10 on the leaders that time by. We haven't talked too much about it this weekend because it hasn't seemed to be a factor, but Paulie Massimino still quicker than the race leader, but a little further back now, inside in 2nd. Give it to the number 40. Paulie is through to P2 as he taps the helmet and says, let's go see if we can't hunt down Nick Terlecki. There's a look at Nick Terlecki's father, Tim, trying to watch his son race his way to a first career OKN Stars main event win, a first 125 Pro category win. Can you imagine the nerves behind those sunglasses right there as he watches on while Paulie Massimino continues to hunt down the number 88. So last time these guys were on the racetrack was at 9:10 a.m. this morning. Now they're on the track here at 1:30 in the afternoon. Here's Massimino for the lead. Turn 10. Paulie Massimino gets through. And now, for the first time in about 10 laps, we've got a new leader, and we've got a fight on our hands. Terlecki trying to over-under. He gets caught up behind Massimino on the exit. A minute and a half plus 2 laps to go. Massimino and Terlecki fighting for their first OKN Stars wins.
For both of these drivers, after years of trying, it would mean so much and solidifying themselves as the next big thing in this class. And there goes Nicholas Terlecki in the bus stop, not close enough. They both go sideways into the entry of 7, side by side, down the back straightaway. Nicholas Terlecki on the inside and clear. Massimino with the over-under, side by side up the hill.
Fight with everything you've got here, Nick. This is it. This is the fight for the race win. Side by side in turns 10 and 11. Massimino back through again. Diego Ramos rubbing his hands together, but he's still 2 seconds away. Caleb Gaffera a second and a half back. This battle is going to go all the way down to the wire as Massimino chases it to the low side to block. Here comes Ramos as Terlecki gets the over-under in turns 1 and 2.
What a move there by Nicholas Terlecki. You saw Paulie Massimino lock up that engine there. Has to be careful in doing that. We've seen a lot of reads, like we said, Xander, all weekend long with mechanical issues. But Terlecki going defensive, not the best run out of turn number 7. Massimino tries to go to the bottom of the racetrack on the inside of turn number 8 and clear for Paulie Massimino.
And here comes Ramos. He's got clean tires. He might not be as fast when the tires are clean right now than these two, but look at Terlecki around the outside, almost, but not there as he pops the curbing. And now he's got to worry about Diego, so he has to go low to block. Look at Ramos with an over-under. Not going to happen. At the line, 10 seconds plus 2 laps to go. 3-way fight. Here comes Caleb Gaffera in the background.
Yeah, keep an eye on those gaps as Terlecki and Massimino make contact. Terlecki off the racetrack. Terlecki is going to lose it here in turn number 2. Unfortunate for Nicholas Terlecki with mechanical issues there on the exit. Insane here, Xander.
He popped the bumper. The right front bumper went behind the tire going through turns 1 and 2. He was on the bumper of Massimino, and then he got to the left rear tire, so there was only force on the right side of that front bumper.
Paulie Massimino, though, it's been all about him in this main event. He had to work his way up the field. He won the first moto. Issues for him in the second one put him out of contention, but that didn't matter. Worked his way up, made the moves when he needed to.
End to the S's for the final time. You can't say he didn't earn this one. What a run. What a fight. All the way to the end. Paulie Massimino is a winner in OKN Stars.
Wow. Diego Ramos P2, Caleb Gaffera P3, and what could have been for Nicholas Terlecki. Henry Wheeler across the line P5, Josh Holtz across the line in 6th. Aiden Lorenko, a good drive from the Fox & Son number 29.